Alright, Dr. Jake here, and what I'm going to be going over today is hip mobility. And so I get a lot of people in the office talking about hip pain, hip soreness, lack of mobility, so I'm going to go over the basics of what I personally do and like, and what I've seen a lot of people do and a lot of patients do that have really helped them. And so this is going to be a flow. We're going to go from really easy and then progressively get harder and harder. Okay, so really we want to make sure our hips have full mobility, but we also have good glute activation and hip muscle activation as well. So we're going to start off right here, so just right up 90 degrees with everything. You can lean back on your hands, alright, so this will be pretty simple, and what you're going to do is you're just going to lean over and let your legs fall, okay, and you're just going to rotate back and forth. Your hand can go up here a little bit, just be nice and loose, okay, you're just going to rotate to just get some basic motion. You don't want to rotate with it too much here. Stay facing forward as much as you can, and you're just going back and forth. Okay, just moving those hips, internal, external rotation, right like that. And then what you can do too, another really basic movement, is just moving each hip individually back and forth, like such. Making sure your sit bones don't come off the ground. Just nice and easy back and forth, moving those hips the best you can. So that's the beginner part. So what you can do then, take your hands out of the equation. Now you're going to be going from here. You're going to have to engage the core to sit up into this position a little bit, and you're just going to stay looking forward, and you're just moving your hips back and forth, just like this. Internal rotation, external rotation. You're going back and forth, core on, just like so. Alright? So if you got that down, then what you're going to do, you're going to add another element into it, okay? So you're going to go here, you're going to push up, using your glutes and hips right here, hand back, and you can reach. That's going to open all this tissue up there, and then you're going to sit down. You're just going to go right back over to the other side, okay? You can use your arms as a little bit of leverage. Up, engaging the glutes, and back, stretch, and then back, and you're going to sit down. Or you can just simply here, push up and down. Those two variations. You're just going to push up, down, keeping the glutes activated as you push up into this position. Okay? Then what you can do is going to be starting off in a position here for just a basic good hip stretch. Just lean into this. You don't want to bend over with your back. Good posture, lean. You're going to feel it right in those hips. Okay, you can switch sides. Just like this. Knees bent. Lean towards that front knee. Stretch that out. Then what you can do is you can create kind of a little mini exercise, mobility exercise out of this. So what you'll do is you'll be up in this position, you'll rotate over, and then just kick your leg back. You don't want it to rest. You roll through and back. So here, kick back, back, using your core, using your arms if you need to counterbalance. And then just going back and forth, just creating a flow to really get the hip mobility, but then also you really have it engage your glute muscles as well, which is super important. So I'm going to show you one move that is great with helping balance out the musculature of the pelvis. Okay, so basically you're going to lay on your back, just like so, 90, 90, everything's at 90 degrees, okay? So you're going to stagger a little bit, and what you're going to do is you're going to hang on here. You're going to put one hand here, you're going to push in opposite directions, okay? So I'm going to resist though, so it's an isometric movement, so I'm just going to resist, 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 and I'm going to switch. I'm going to resist, 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 like I'm trying to push this way. So resist, resist myself, doing that about 5-second holds on each one, and then you can take your fists, put them together, put them between your knees, and then just push in, give it a nice pressure, or if you have a foam roller or some kind of ball that you can put here, and you just push in, and then relax. So that's working a lot of different muscles around the pelvis. So if you have an SI joint issue, or sometimes people have these little hitches that they explain to me, that's a good way just to kind of see if any muscles are inactivated, and just kind of keep that those muscles activated where they're balancing out the pelvis. So it's a little bonus move. And if you have any questions, feel free obviously to email or call me, or I'll see you in the office.